There is this moment, a single shattering moment, where everything you think you are, everything you do on autopilot, just suddenly comes into sharp focus. And listen to me, this is not a slow burn. It is an instant collapse of an illusion. Today, we're diving right into that exact moment, the one that gives you the chance, maybe for the first time, to finally take the wheel of your own life.
So I want you to really ask yourself this. Just take a breath and be honest here. Are you consciously, deliberately running your life? Or is there maybe an invisible script, an unconscious pattern that's really making all the big calls? A pattern that reacts for you, feels for you, and decides for you, all before you even realize what's happening?
Okay, let's get into this. Before we have that moment of seeing, most of us, we're living on autopilot. We are living out a pre-written script that we never even knew existed. It's just a cycle, a loop that plays over and over and over again. Just think about it. When someone criticizes you, when someone praises you, when you get stressed out, what happens? The same knee-jerk response just kicks right in. And right on its heels comes the same wave of emotion. You know the one. That familiar flash of anger, that old pang of insecurity, that predictable rush of pride. Which of course then leads to the exact same behavior. You lash out, or you shut down, or you try to please everyone. It's this perfect closed loop. And you're stuck inside it thinking, well, that's just who I am. But then, something happens. A crack appears in the code. A moment of seeing that just changes the entire structure of your reality. And I really need you to understand this. This isn't like years of therapy. It's not some concept you read in a book and slowly try to integrate. No, it is a flash, an instantaneous shift in perspective where you see yourself in real time. So here's how it happens. The trigger hits, and you feel that old, familiar impulse rising up to react. But this time is different. Instead of being completely lost inside the reaction, you're suddenly the one watching it happen. You actually see the pattern forming. This is what we call the collapse moment. It's that precise instant when an unconscious automatic behavior becomes fully conscious. It's like you can finally see the machine in motion. And the effect is immediate. The second you truly see the pattern for what it is, it loses its power over you. It's like seeing the wizard behind the curtain, The authority it held over you, that absolute control, it just dissolves. But this is where the real work begins. Because seeing the pattern is one thing, but dealing with the fallout, that's another. It often kicks off a full-blown identity crisis, because that familiar self, it starts to crack. And let's be totally honest here, this part is profoundly uncomfortable, because the illusion you've been living in, the identity you built on top of that pattern, it starts to crumble. And your mind, your ego, it will scramble to defend itself. It starts whispering these little defenses. The first line of defense is just resignation. Oh, this isn't a pattern, and this is just me. This is my personality. It's a desperate attempt to claim the behavior as part of your core identity. And if that doesn't work, it'll try to minimize it. So what? It's a small thing. Everybody has their quirks. It's really not a big deal. It's trying to shrink the significance of what you just saw so you'll just ignore it and go back to sleep. And finally, it'll try to normalize it. Come on, everyone does this. This is completely normal. This is the mind's last-ditch effort to hide the pattern in the crowd, to make you believe there's nothing to see here, nothing you need to change. Now, this right here gets to the heart of the confusion. It absolutely feels like you are losing yourself. I know it feels terrifying, but I need you to hear this with absolute clarity. You are not losing your identity. You are losing automatic, unconscious behavior. You are losing a prison cell you didn't even know you were in. And what you get in its place is true power. So this isn't about loss at all. This entire process is about reclamation. It's about gaining the one thing that the pattern stole from you. See, unconsciousness gets replaced by awareness. You trade in a predictable, robotic script for the actual ability to be present and see the truth of what's happening in the moment. And this doesn't mean you can never get angry again or never feel insecure. Of course not. But the difference is profound. You can still choose that old behavior, but now you will know you are choosing it. You'll feel the consequences in real time. You can no longer hide inside the excuse of, oh, I couldn't help it. Because awareness, this clarity that comes after the collapse, it doesn't just take away your excuses, it gives you back something infinitely more valuable. choice. For the first time, you are no longer a passenger. You are at the cause of your life, not just at the effect of it. You can see the pattern, and you can choose to follow it, or you can choose to do something else entirely. So, the next time that old feeling rises up, the next time you feel that pull toward the same old reaction, you're gonna see it. And in that moment of seeing, you have a choice. The pattern is no longer running you. So the only real question left is, what are you gonna do with your freedom?